Have you ever wondered about shadow economies? They're those hidden transactions and secret activities that come together to form a mysterious web of sneaky business. Do you know how they operate? They stay in the shadows, avoiding the usual economic methods and shaking up our financial systems. Now let's get to the point. Imagine a factory worker who secretly drives an unlicensed taxi at night, or a plumber who conveniently forgets to declare cash income to the tax collector. What about a drug dealer doing business on a street corner? These activities, both legal and illegal, make up the shadow economy. They happen off the books, away from tax authorities and government statisticians. The growth of the shadow economy can have serious consequences. It affects the reliability of official statistics on unemployment, income, and consumption, leading to inappropriate policies. It also lowers tax revenues, causing governments to raise tax rates, which in turn pushes more economic activity into the shadow economy. However, it's important to note that a significant portion of income earned in the shadow economy is spent in the official economy, providing a positive effect. But what exactly is the shadow economy? It's known by various names like the underground, informal, or parallel economy. It includes both illegal activities and unreported income from legal goods and services. In simpler terms, it's all economic activities that should be taxed if they were reported to tax authorities. Estimating the size of the shadow economy is challenging, since participants try to remain undetected. However, economists and statisticians have made calculations to gauge its magnitude. Based on their estimations, the shadow economy's value added has reached a remarkably large amount across 84 countries. Let's take a look at some examples. In Africa, Nigeria and Egypt have the largest shadow economies, equivalent to 77% and 69% of GDP respectively. In Asia, Thailand leads with a shadow economy of 70% of GDP, and in Latin America, Bolivia has the biggest shadow economy at 67% of GDP. But why does the shadow economy grow? Several factors come into play. Countries with lower tax rates, fewer regulations, and a well-established rule of law tend to have smaller shadow economies. The burden of taxes, social security payments, and restrictive labor market regulations contribute to its growth. When the cost of labor in the official economy exceeds after-tax earnings, participating in the shadow economy becomes more enticing. Government regulations and governance effectiveness also play a role. Countries with more regulations and weak governance tend to have larger shadow economies. Corruption, in particular, fuels the shadow economy as it provides opportunities for illicit activities. The implications of the shadow economy extend beyond its own realm. It affects monetary indicators such as inflation and interest rates, since unreported income distorts the overall economic picture. Additionally, the shadow economy poses challenges for policymakers aiming for economic growth and stability. Addressing the shadow economy requires a multifaceted approach that tackles its underlying issues. Creating a more favorable business environment by reducing regulations and simplifying tax systems can incentivize formal economic activity. Enhancing tax compliance through voluntary reporting incentives and effective enforcement can act as deterrents to participating in the shadow economy. Education and awareness campaigns can change attitudes and behaviors, while technological advancements like digital payments and electronic invoicing can increase transparency. International cooperation is crucial in tackling the global dimensions of the shadow economy, especially concerning cross-border transactions and illicit activities. Sharing best practices and collaborating on enforcement efforts can make a significant difference. It's important to note that not all economic activity in the shadow economy is inherently negative. In some cases, people engage in informal work due to limited formal job opportunities or to supplement their income. Policymakers should focus on creating an inclusive economy that provides legitimate employment opportunities and social safety nets. In conclusion, the shadow economy presents a significant challenge for economies worldwide. Understanding its reasons for expansion and implementing comprehensive strategies are crucial for sustainable economic growth and reducing its negative impacts. By creating an environment that encourages formal economic participation, enhancing tax compliance measures, promoting education and awareness, harnessing technology, and fostering international cooperation, progress can be made in curbing the shadow economy and unlocking its potential for sustainable development.